Morning, as you can see, fine weather, fine July summer weather. It's that, I mentioned it before just a few, probably weeks ago, wet rain. Do you know what I mean? It's just coming down ever so fine. But it ain't going to stop us. Jobs to do. Wait, oh how rude of me. I've got two of the garden centre brassicas. I can't remember what they were. Wasn't it a cabbage and a Savoy cabbage, I think? I'd like to get them in. Then I've got all the home stuff, but that can wait a little bit. Just walking past Marks, I like to have a look, you know what I mean? I like to eye up the competition. Them bloody beef tomatoes are looking picking marvellous, to be honest. Oh, the competition. Right. Just don't look, Tony. Right, there we go. Look at that. Not a weed in sight. Prim and proper. It looks fantastic. Remember, I put some carrots in there. I don't know where, there's nothing there. But yes, that's quite, well, it's quite pretty. It's an ornamental garden. But look at this, man. Them got hammered by the pigeons, and I've just seen a pigeon take off there. So it still proves that you can save them, but you gotta net them. This is begging for something in because the net's already there. Now if we just go inside, it's these ones that I've had, and I've cheated really. I've just kind of left them in some water so they would never dry out, but they're looking now the size that they need to really go out. So the Savoy cabbage, and what was them ones? Oh, the Advantage, F1 Advantage. I'll go with the Savoy cabbage first. Get that out. This will be a minute job, minute gardening. Oh, I thought it wasn't going to go. Look at that, that's like a North Sea oil. This is getting too handy. Give her some hoagie. Just to take the little things that, and actually be careful with me netting. I don't want to, because these little ones do just eventually piss us off. Bosh. So when you turn it down and hold it up. Right, you're just playing on now, Tony. Hurry, Matt, we're all sorted. Let's go. I'm not sure how many's actually in here, to be honest. Usual, 2 abreast. 1, 2. There's not that actually many, to be honest. There's probably enough for this bed. And to be honest, if there was more, I'd put more in. So if there's only, say, 8, that might be actually nice to see, you know, because all the professionals, we like to see it just a few, you know. I'm the royal way. But, you know, like folks that kind of know what they're talking about, don't plant too many. Right, so there was only 8 in exactly, tight buggers. But when you look at it, that's the ideal player. Now, if there'd been 12, I would have probably put 12 in. So we'll just see if that makes a difference. We'll just see if that runs to seed. We'll just see if the snails get them. We'll just see if the caterpillars get them. There's a few, we'll just see. Get this back over. That has to be one of the ugliest ones I've made. All sorted, all 8 of them in a huge bed, but I've got it back out with flamethrower. I tell you why, look at this. Can you see? Now I don't know, this had the Durston's farm manure on. There's a whole load of weeds coming through. So that wasn't my weeds. They're not my weeds, they're not my seeds. So I'm just going to give a little tickle with the gun. There we go, there we go. Oh, look at it, man, so satisfying. Look at them, just take them little ones to town. It's just like, look at it, how they just wither. Just whoosh. Big ones, you know, they'll still get knocked, but I could do this for a living. Someone just pays to go around just doing this. It'd be interesting to see, because yeah, it can take the little weeds out dead easy, but just out of curiosity, see this big thing here? Let's just, big dandelion, just give it a blast, and we'll keep coming back and seeing if it does anything, or if it's actually strong enough to survive. Right, I think that's enough. Just had a look at the Advantage cabbage. There's only 8 there as well, I think. I'm not going to use a big bed. I think I just might sneak them in. Well, the bed there, the very first bed that I built on this site, still going strong. Just going to give it a little hand tickle, get this chickweed stuff off. To be honest, it's not the worst weed you can have, so comes up really easy. They're a nice size, to be honest now. Get in. Oh. I'll pinch these pipes from the cauliflower bed. I mean, I've got cauliflowers coming in soon, but I'll try and hunt out something else for them. Yeah, I was going to say that. Yes. How cocky, yeah. How cocky. Right, net. Right, I found some scaffolding netting. It feels not too big, so hopefully this will be a perfect fit for this. Bricks, man. I need bricks. Bricks have got like a double-edged sword. They're great for this, perfect. But you leave them too long and it's like home sweet home for snails. Bosh. Job done. Excellent. Listen to that bloody seagull, man. Conclusion, changing the subject, with the carrot seed tape. Terrible germination, because this time I put them in, it's been soaking wet, so it's been great, so don't say it's too, but you do get germination, but because it's seed tape and it's only, if you scattered loads, you'd end up with probably a decent crop. So that's the kind of, it's a hitty miss thing, to be honest. And I'm still carrying that bag of bloody carrot seeds. I tell you bloody what, I'm going to put them in hand sew, and I'm going to put, that's right, I'll put a bit of that wood on, because everyone says it must be covered, Tony, must be covered. So, right, I'm going to. Look at this, just pulling a couple of weeds before I kind of put the tomatoes in. So I picked up, this is like what you call it, thistle. Look at that root, man. They just go on and on and on. Do you know what I mean? Oh, am I just finding excuses now? It's a one-man war. Come on, someone pays to do this, man. I'll just rock up at your house. Any kind of drive or patio, it's got weeds on. Obviously you supply your own gas. Right, so these are, what's that, parsley? I've had these in my trousers. Autumn King 2. I don't know what that is. Dog poo bags. Notes. Right, so Autumn King 2. I'm sowing them outside. I'm not putting them in the tunnel. I'm not doing anything like that. But I'm going to put some wood over them. And these are hand sown. So any naysayers that you need to cover them. You need to keep them down. I mean, we've had more rain this bloody July than... Anyway, right. Now the old fella could do all that, I can't. So damp, the soil, to be honest. It's really damp. When you're doing it, you get nervous. Do you know what I mean? Because you gently, and then it stops, and then you tap and the loads come out. I'm a nervous wreck. Just gently, just a few millimetres, cover it, because everyone says, oh, you're burying them in Australia. You wouldn't believe how many comments I've had. My granddad used to do it like so. We will see. There you go. I will label this because I need a date. So let's go and find a pencil and a label. Right, Autumn King, 21st of July. Now I know, like I say, it's late, but it's like I will be doing it anyways, like a last sowing. We'll see, we'll see. But these ones, actually, there is some there. I can't remember when I sowed them because I didn't label them. But it's still not that many. Do you know what I mean? I can see this side's terrible, probably about 3 or 4. The middle's got a nice bit, and there's some on this side. Do you know what? Little and often, just keep coming up. I mean, I can, look enough, I can come up every day and just do a little bit, which is lovely. And I know, like, folks, it's just like weekend and you've got to cram hours in, but I've had an hour and it's done. I've done 2 beds. I've took a chance for some carrots. I'm feeling good with myself. Look after yourself. Take good care.